Have you ever felt trapped in a cycle of thoughts that seem to repeat, no matter how hard you try to change? In this video, we're going to unveil the power of your subconscious mind and give you the tools to rewrite your story, transforming old patterns into a path of self-love and worthiness. Stay with me to learn together how to plant new beliefs of health, prosperity, and joy in the fertile soil of your mind. Because the life you dream of, it's waiting to be created by you. And to help you on this journey, we'll have a powerful practical exercise that will touch your inner child and initiate deep healing. Welcome to this space of love and transformation, where we will collectively uncover the power residing within each of us. Louise Hay taught us that life is a direct reflection of our thoughts and beliefs. She invited us to look inward, to recognize the creative force we possess, and to use it to manifest a more fulfilling and joyful reality. This isn't about magic, but a deep understanding of how our minds operate. Every thought are shaping our future. It is here and now that we can choose to plant new seeds, to cultivate beliefs that nourish and uplift us. This is the essence of self-love and self-acceptance, recognizing that you have the power to change your life from within. She taught us that often the limitations we perceive in our lives are not absolute truths, but rather reflections of thoughts and ideas we've absorbed over time. It's as if we carry unseen baggage filled with old beliefs that prevent us from soaring. But the good news is that you have the ability to release this baggage, to let go of what no longer serves you, and to make space for the new. Allow yourself to immerse in this journey with an open heart. Feel the energy of love that Louise Hay radiated, and know that you too possess this strength within. By the end of this video, you will have tools to begin transforming your reality, cultivating a life of health, prosperity, and joy. Once you understand the power of affirmations, the next loving step on your journey is to free yourself from negative patterns. Louise Hay reminds us that many of the beliefs that limit us today were learned in childhood, absorbed from our surroundings. They are not absolute truths about who you are, but rather repeated thoughts that have taken root. It's as if you're carrying heavy luggage that no longer belongs to you, serving only to slow your progress. These negative patterns, such as self-criticism, fear, guilt, and resentment, are like old tapes that keep playing in your mind. Louise Hay called them the 4 big ones, and taught us that they are the greatest obstacles to our well-being. Often we cling to them out of familiarity, or because in some way they give us a false sense of security, even if they cause us pain. But the truth is, they no longer serve you, and you have the power to choose a new melody for your life. The process of liberation begins with awareness. You need to look inward with gentleness and identify what these beliefs are that prevent you from flourishing. Louise Hay suggested observing how you talk to yourself and others, as your words are a direct reflection of what you believe. If you catch yourself saying, "I can't," or "I'm not good enough," know that this is your subconscious mind repeating an old program. The good news is that every thought can be changed. There's no need to fight against these patterns, but rather to acknowledge them and, with love, decide to release them. Imagine yourself releasing balloons, where each balloon represents a limiting belief you no longer need to carry. As you watch them float up and disappear into the sky, feel the lightness and space that open within you. This is an invitation for you to allow yourself this freedom, to open your hands and heart to the new. By releasing these old patterns, you are not just getting rid of something that held you back, but also preparing the ground for something even deeper. For Louise Hay, an affirmation is much more than a beautiful phrase. It's anything you think or say. Yes, every word you utter, every thought that crosses your mind, is a seed you plant in the garden of your reality. And often, without realizing it, we are planting seeds of difficulty and limitation by complaining or repeating negative patterns. She reminded us that the conversation we have with ourselves, that constant inner dialogue, is an uninterrupted stream of affirmations. If you catch yourself saying, "I'm a total failure," or "my friends devalue me," you are, in fact, affirming and creating more of those experiences in your life. That's why awareness of what we think and say is the first step toward transformation. The subconscious mind, according to Louise Hay, is an obedient servant that accepts everything it's told, without questioning. It doesn't distinguish between good or bad. It simply manifests what you affirm. If you insist on thoughts of scarcity or illness, the universe, in its infinite wisdom, merely responds with more of the same. But if you choose to affirm health, prosperity, and love, that's what it will bring. The key, then, is to consciously choose your words and thoughts. Louise Hay encouraged us to always formulate our affirmations in the present tense, as if what we desire were already a reality. Saying, "I am prosperous," is much more powerful than "I will be prosperous," because the universe responds to the now by practicing positive affirmations. You are, in fact, reprogramming your subconscious mind, replacing old limiting beliefs with new ones that support and uplift you. It's a gentle yet powerful process that opens the doors for good to flow freely into your life. And this liberation from old patterns is what prepares us for the next step in our journey of healing. Chapter. Louise Hay teaches us that forgiveness is, perhaps, the most powerful key to our healing and liberation. Often we carry grudges and resentments for years, as if they were heavy chains binding us to the past. We believe that by not forgiving, we are punishing the other person. But the truth is that the only one harmed is ourselves. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick, isn't it, dear one? Louise Hay stated that bitterness is like taking a spoonful of poison every day, accumulating and corroding our insides. She reminds us that it's impossible to be truly healthy and happy while clinging to past incidents. Forgiveness doesn't mean you agree with what happened or that the other person's behavior was acceptable. Far from it. Forgiveness is an act of